Hi, my name is David Partika, and I created CSS Burner as a rapid optimization tool for CSS. Today I'm going to show you about some optimization opportunities that are invariably present in almost every style sheet that I've scanned, and it allows you to cut down your style sheets considerably. However, it does require some additional level of consideration, which I'll go into a little bit later. So let's take a look at this highlighted block of CSS. And here we go, highlighted. Now just take a quick look at this and try to imagine how this CSS could be written more succinctly. So I'll take a moment to look through it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to now scan the CSS, make sure that the scanning detail includes optimize CSS. And what we see is that in fact there was an identical selector that was repeated in the style sheet. However, you might look at the entirety of this style sheet and wonder, wait a minute, div was written 3 times. So why is it only flagged 1 time? And this is where you need to be a little bit careful, and you have to be cognizant of the scope of the rule. And so what we see in this case is that in fact the repeat, which is in this example div, the repeat only occurs within the scope of the @media rule, whereas this first rule, this first div, is within the global scope. So we can't condense this div rule, this display none, into one declaration with the remaining divs. We can only do this within the scope of the @media because there are going to be many devices, many media, for example, a mobile device, that doesn't fit this criterion of a min width of 1200 pixels, but the div display none will always fit. It's in the global scope. So why don't we reset this and just to see how this code would be condensed when we minify. So let's minify this and make sure all the options are selected. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is just select all of the minified output, copy it. Now let's beautify it so that you can easily see what happened. Okay, and here we go. We see that the div display none that's in the global scope, this was left alone, which it should be, whereas that the divs that were in the scope of the @media rule, where there was a min width of 1200 pixels, those declarations were condensed. Remember before there were 2 separate div rules. There was div visibility hidden and div font size 12 pixels. So they've been now condensed by the CSS minify operation, and you're just outputting it here for clarity in the beautify with the beautify operation. And of course, now we see that that is one single declaration instead of 2. This is a commonly found optimization opportunity within many style sheets to be able to combine in this fashion. And the thing to keep in mind again is to not combine or merge all the declarations into one, because you have to mind the scope of the declaration. So I hope you found this useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already subscribed to the Optimize CSS channel, please do so. Look for some more helpful videos in the near future.